this is Jake, and today I'm going to be playing one of my favorite games called Minecraft. As you can see, I'm at the main menu here. You can choose between single player, multiplayer, and Minecraft Realms, which I think is another kind of multiplayer mode, and options. Gotta love those options. Now, if you go under single player mode, you can see you have the option between playing a world that you've already created or creating a new world. Now, with the latest update, which is called 1.8.3, I think, they added in a new world type called Customized. Now, with the Customized world type, you get to choose from a ton of different options to create pretty much any type of world you could think of. Now, in addition to all the regular settings on page 1 and 2, you also have advanced settings on page 3 and 4. Now, while I love having all these additional options to customize it to whatever you could possibly think of, because I love options, as you know by now, I have to say I'm not a fan of the fact that you can't really see what any of these do without doing research. If I could suggest anything to the developers, I would suggest adding some kind of built-in description with each of these, maybe like a tooltip or something. Just some way to let players know what these do so they don't have to look it up. I mean, I figure if they could put descriptions of it on the internet, they could put it in the program too. Now, moving on, if you go to single player, we can go to a map I just made here. We can discuss some of the game modes here we have available. Now, right now I'm in a game mode called Creative Mode, which is one of my personal favorites of the three. In Creative Mode, you can fly around and place blocks at your leisure, and you have hundreds of different blocks to choose from. And the nice thing about this is that you can pretty much build whatever you could think of. You have all these different blocks available to create anything of your heart's content. As you can see here, I've built all kinds of crazy shenanigans. This is a big building here. It's really confusing going through it. Now, one of my only complaints about creative mode, besides the fact that there's not really any goal, it's just like playing with blocks, is that there's only one speed that you can fly around with. Now, in a small map like this, being able to fly around at this speed is perfectly fine. If you're trying to explore huge areas like off in the distance here, and you're trying to maintain a huge map, it can take a long time to fly all over the place. That can become a real pain. And another thing that's, I guess, pretty annoying is just the fact that you always have to place blocks like one at a time. So as you can imagine, building a wall like this can take a long time because you just gotta build it one at a time. So if you want to build a huge tall wall over a large area, it can take a really long time. So if I could suggest anything to developers, I would say that it would be awesome if there was a way to possibly create stacks. Let's say if I place one block here, if it just created like a whole wall of them above it, that would be totally awesome. Instead of having to manually place each. Ooh, just destroyed part of my wall here. Okay, and another game mode which I am a big fan of is survival mode. Now, since I have cheats enabled, I can go in here and change the game mode. I'm change it to game mode 0, which is survival mode. As you can see, I now have hearts and food in the corner, and that just shows how hungry I am. And the more I do stuff, the more I run out of energy. And if I don't have full food, I will not regenerate health. So if I fall or get hurt or get attacked by something, I won't regenerate that health unless I'm fully fed and rested. See, I'm fully rested right now, so I am, well, not rested, fed, I'm sorry. Fully fed right now, so I just recovered that health, but otherwise I wouldn't. Now, I love survival mode because it adds some more challenge to the game, and it makes it more than just building with blocks. But I do have some complaints with it, however. It can get really tedious trying to mine blocks one at a time, I have to say. Because, say, if you want to collect stone to build something, you need to mine that stone. And you need to have the proper tools to mine that. And to create tools, you need to craft them like this. You build a crafting table by building 2 or 4 of these wooden things together. That allows you to create tools. with these tools, you can mine blocks, but it can get really tedious trying to mine blocks all the time and craft things. And if I could suggest anything, I would suggest that they add some way to eliminate the need to mine for blocks manually each time. Maybe possibly have some kind of NPC worker to mine for you. I don't know. I just think it can get pretty annoying having to mine for every single resource you want, because it can take a really long time to build anything that way after a while. But anyways, yeah, this has been a short playthrough of Minecraft, just talking about some of the features and some stuff I would like to see fixed personally, just for me. I mean, I know there's other players of the game, but this is what I think they should change for me. So, thank you for hearing me out, developers. Get working on that. Thank you.